Well, welcome to the KRA 2012 Korean Open in Incheon. It's part of the GAC Group 2012 ITTF World Tour. And I tell you, there are some moments in my commentary career over 30 years now when I have to say, oh wow, what a privilege. Most of the time it's watching great matches like we're about to see in a while. But I tell you what, it is the greatest pleasure for me to welcome you, and I know a lot of you viewers there will think this is something special, because I have with me, sitting next to me, the one and only Jørgen Persson. Thanks a lot for joining me, Jørgen.
Thank you for the nice welcoming.
Well, it's just unbelievable, because you in Korea have something in common with me. I started my broadcasting career for Olympics with the Olympic Games in Seoul. Come on, tell me about your history.
Yeah, my Olympic career started in Seoul, and I have the privilege to play all Olympics after that. I will make my 7th now in London here. So
7th Olympic Games in London in 2 months' time. Jørgen Persson, I remember that extraordinary matchup in Beijing in the semi-finals, and everyone said, how old is he? No way, 42 years old. And you have the extraordinary ability to be able to come back 4 years later, and people are saying exactly the same. How old is he? 46 years old. Before you answer the question there, let me just have a look at here. We've actually got the semi-final lineup there. Katsuhiro Chan beat the local crowd favourite Lee Sang-soo, who also accounted for Ma Long, of course. Great victory there. 4-2 was that score. He will play Su-Sin after this match in the semi-final. We've got Wang Hao against Zhang Jike, world champions all over the place. But I've got a world champion sitting right next to me as well. Aren't I the lucky one? Just take us back a little bit to 1991 World Championships then.
Yeah, it was a highlight of my career, of course. After I lost 89, the final against Waldner, so I thought maybe that was my chance to win a World Championships. Because I know everybody knows how difficult it is to be in a final. It's only once every second year. So I thought that was my chance. But then I got another chance, 91, and I was lucky to take it that time.
Not lucky.
No, not lucky. No,
you were unbelievably switched on there. And what I can't believe, watching you against Tang Bo, wasn't it, when you beat him in the quarterfinals? No, it was the round of 16. And then came up against this young fella, Zhang Jike. You took a 2-1 lead here as well. You were rolling back the clock, there's no doubt at all. How? Please tell me the secret of success. Longevity in your life, but longevity in a career that's so demanding.
Yeah, of course, I'm unbelievable stubborn. I like to... Stubborn.
Okay.
Yeah, because I'm always... I try to... I mean, the game have changed, and that has always been my thing, to always... I have to also, of course... make my game more modern to the table tennis today, so that's a challenge for me.
Tell me how you have actually adopted and adapted then, because these guys have unique styles. I mean, obviously, Wang Hao is totally different from Zhang Jike, but how would you say that your style has changed in order to accommodate challenging these people?
Of course, the game is much quicker today, so you have developed the backhand game, and that's you can see the Chinese also. They are much stronger with the backhand side than they were before. When we go back to when I won the title in 91, you could have one strong hit with your forehand and could be running more. But today the game is so quick, so you have to develop both sides are so strong.
What I noticed, though, Jørgen, is the fact that your defense is so impressive. I mean, that is just remarkable. How can you keep the speed going? There, of course, we got Guo Liang, and well, hey, he's not too happy. The boy is signing, but he's not happy.
No, but he's not used to lose these days.
No, he's not.
He had an unbelievable run, I mean, so
absolutely.
It's,
in the World Tour, I think he was back-to-back, something like, it was nearly 260 days without losing.
Without losing.
Unbelievable.
Yeah, that's amazing.
But he did actually lose against the local crowd favourite Lee Sang-soo, and that was something quite special. He lost out 4-1. He never looked like actually beating him, to be quite honest. Sang-soo dominated. And you can have your off days, but of course, leading up towards the Olympics, you don't want to have too many off days, do you?
No, of course. That's for him, it's little, because he also lost in Olympic qualification against Niva, the Japanese. So, I mean, he had 2 losses in less than 1 month. It's not. It's very. surprising for Ma Long. So maybe it puts him a little, not shaking, but I mean in a different situation.
If you've just switched on, let me tell you, I am one happy bunny here sitting in the commentary booth. I've got with me Jorgen Persson, who was a former world champion from 1991, was playing in the quarterfinals here in Incheon, and came very, very close to upsetting one of the players you see in front of you right now, Zhang Jike. It was a 4-2 eventually, but you took a 2-1, and it's 7-6. I mean, they look very convincing wins, those games that you took from him. How did you manage to do that?
No, it was the first time I played him, so I didn't play Zhang Jike before, so it was, I said to my coach before, it's 20 years between our world champion titles, so it was an interesting match.
Unbelievable. Well, there he is now. What, was he so surprised because he had never played you before? Is that what the problem was?
Yeah, I think also. I think he was surprised that I could play. I stood up with the backhand game in the beginning, so I think he was a little surprised there that I was within the tempo also, so that was really good for me to see that I can be with when they are playing so quick and powerful, But unfortunately I had 2-1, and it was 6-6 in the fourth, I think, and I had some good chances there,
Yeah, I was watching it. Actually, I shouldn't have been. I should be watching my TV, but I kept a very close eye on it, just off to the right there. But, I remember being in a booth and really screaming and shouting my head off in Beijing. So to meet you and to be with you in person now is such a thrill. We must get a photograph before you leave, incidentally, but this is fantastic. The match will be underway in just a couple of moments, and I'll give you the details of how Wang Hao and Zhang Jike managed to get to this stage, the semi-final stage, of course. They know each other so well, and the extraordinary thing is, as usual in these things, they will be playing in the finals together. How do they do that? How do they play with each other and try and create enough venom to actually challenge each other? It's got to be a very idiosyncratic sport, isn't it?
Yeah, of course. Then it's very special about that thing. But I mean, they're so used to it now. It happens so many times. So
it is.
Okay, but we will see him.
The start of the semi-final. Then Wang Hao will serve.
1-1.
What are we going to be looking out for here in terms of the opening exchanges? They know each other's game so well. Yeah,
I saw that he wanted to. I think Wang Hao will make the service a lot to forehand side, because he had this flick, where they are so strong with this backhand flick. Both players are very strong with that. And you saw here also that Wang Hao starts to play straight with his backhand directly, because I think he's afraid to get in backhand with Zhang Jike.
Would you say his backhand is the strongest?
It's very strong. It's the strongest. It's so sad. You see from the beginning also they play straight. I mean, Wang Hao won 2 points with straight balls, and now Zhang Jike answer with a straight forehand. So it looks like the tactic is from both sides to play more straight, not so much diagonal.
Penholder perspective, tell us a little bit. It's obviously different to be playing against a penholder.
Yeah, it's different, but they have developed the backhand side. I mean, before they played only with one side. Now you see they play so strong backhand, and the Chinese players have both Wang Hao special and Ma Lin. But Wang Hao have a fantastic backhand. How they developed to play that. So that had made them advantage sometimes, because the spin is coming in the ball a little different than if you are a shakehand player. It's nice,
it's powerful. And you're actually trying to open up the opportunity all the time. You're not playing killer shots every time.
No.
He developed that one and then went for the killer.
And then went. But again, straight. He went for the straight way.
Left. Left.
Well, he's missed a couple of forehands.
There's some easy mistakes in the beginning here from Zhang. It's not.
He's a bit tight, and they both would have been shocked at Ma Long's exit, of course. But then that means that they have got a really good chance of taking the title themselves.
Yeah, that's right.
7-2.
Well, we've seen 3 big misses there, the table there by Zhang Jike, and it's now Wang Hao with a great position. 5-shot lead here. We're talking about 7-2. Oh, fabulous.
Nice shot.
Now that's where the pen holder really comes in.
Yeah.
No real extra movement there on the ankles.
No, but you see also, with this, he makes it so nice here, perfectly.
Beautiful to watch.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Two, 9.
Well, it's 2-9 because he's missed 4 golden opportunities.
Yeah.
And you've got to keep the ball on the table.
Yeah. But you also see Wang Hao put pressure on him directly, so that's maybe also that's why he makes some easier mistakes.
9-3.
How much variety of serve are you likely to see with these guys? Is there something that's really surprising, or is it generally similar? Same.
It's very similar. You can see they try to change the position on the service, and Wang Hao is making from both sides, from forehand side and backhand side, yeah. But he have been making variation on the table, short to forehand, sometimes long to backhand, yeah. And I see both players have been doing that little. Also, Zhang Jike did some to backhand side and also change the forehand. Always change the position because they know each other so well, yeah.
Okay, that's the first game. My goodness, over in just a few minutes. It's 11 points to 3, and Wang Hao has absolutely dominated that. Quite a number of errors on the play, particularly from Zhang Jike, but because those actually come a lot from pressure as well. And obviously, they know each other, they've got the strategy sorted, but Wang Hao, totally in control at the moment. I've got with me Jørgen Persson, who famously got to World Championship, won the title in 91, was runner-up to Jan-Ove Waldner in 89, but still works equally as hard. Do you work harder these days, or?
No, I practice more clever, I would say. Yeah? I try to keep my fitness also. I make practice. I practice 2 hours, but then the fitness is very important. Okay. So I try to make more fitness than I did these days. And then it was more table tennis.
Okay, second game.
1 love.
You're going to have to be more attack oriented.
Yeah, now he started directly, aggressive from. Yeah. So I think we will see a different set this time in the game.
Last 2.
He tried to change there again. He wanted to play straight, yeah. So it looks like the tactic is to play a lot of straight balls with backhand from Wang Hao.
Last 3.
It's quite extraordinary. You change ends, a slightly different environment, and then suddenly you find yourself 3 down. And that in itself brings the pressure, doesn't it?
Yeah, and that's the game today. It goes. You feel sometimes comfortable in the game, and then suddenly you have a start like this. Yeah, I mean it's
3-1.
It goes really quick with the points, and you make some easy mistakes, and the set is gone.
There's a lot of tension. I can gather this because we haven't seen any fluent play. There's been very, very few creative shots.
Yeah, a lot of small points and more easy mistakes. I would say. Yeah, what you are not used to see from these players.
Correct. So Zhang Jike with a 4-1 lead in the second, making amends immediately.
2-4.
A little luck there, but it was good receiving. But you saw also Zhang Jike changed the position again on the serve. Yeah. This time was short to forehand. Yeah. Before that he did to backhand. Yeah. So they try to always change the position of the service.
Three, 4.
Too many errors at the moment. There's just no fluidity to the play. They're obviously very wary of each other. We haven't seen any real rally from distance. They wanted to stay very close to the table.
5-3.
Actually, many easy mistakes, what you don't see so often from these players.
No.
It looks like they don't have the real distance and the feeling yet with the ball.
No.
6-3.
There he's wanted Wang Hao to move, yeah, so he makes short to forehand and he makes his backhand flick, yeah, you see there, and then he goes quick to backhand and then he have very little time there. So that's also a tactic thing there.
Loads of wrist over there.
3,
Well,
7.
that ball really went sideways there.
Yeah.
My goodness me, that was a fantastic undercut and side spin. They say it goes, the revolution's up to 300 times per
300
second.
times. Yeah, per second. Yeah.
4, 7.
They're not prepared to keep a rally going, are they? They're absolutely trying to kill early on. It's like a...
They don't have the patience,
No,
really.
exactly.
They want to kill the ball directly.
Yeah, yeah. Well, the Korean pair, there's on the right there with the hero Lee Sang-soo. Rio as well.
Oh, that's great. Oh, that's nice.
First real piece of action that we've been able to appreciate and enjoy. Absolutely stunning. He runs around his backhand, comes up with a super. So, well, it wasn't that pacey, was it? It was just well placed.
It was very well played. He saw that he was moving also, so he played it straight. He waited for the ball to bounce down. Yeah, so it was a really nice shot. Yeah, they're so quick, so quick.
Wang Hao is not one to sit around either. He has got a very keen determination. Great heart. Lots of heavy flick on that one. And
he went for the middle there, yeah. So just to change a little. You don't want this quick backhand to his backhand again there, so he changed a little to put it in the middle instead, and that was point directly.
A lot of length on the service, but it worked out in favour of Zhang Jike in the end. He's got a 6-9 here at the moment. Wang Hao still struggling to keep pace here. He lost out in the early stages, although it's been even Stevens lately.
9, 7.
Went for a straight one again, yeah, with backhand. Okay, little like it hit the net a little. But
9, 8.
Well, that's an impatient shot. You know, Zhang Jike normally be very, very accurate with those. He normally would not miss it. Given half a chance, you see, he went for it and suffered. It's 8-9, 9-8 though with the serve. Oh! Can we say we've not had anything to entertain us? Look at the smiles in the crowd there. If there's one shot of this whole day that they'll remember, it could well be that one.
that was really nice.
Wow!
Yeah.
That not only was it the great shot, it was where they are in the game. It's 9-all. It means that now Wang Hao can take a 2-0. He's got the service. He's got two serves here. Let's have a look at this. Bit of luck. And a 10-9, and it's all turnabout. Wang Hao's come back from the dead in this one. The executioner's axe was over his neck, and he's escaped.
Yeah, there's nice feeling from Zhang Jike there, yeah, but he makes it good anyway, Wang Hao there.
Wow.
Some good touch.
Super. It's game point Wang Hao. I never thought I'd say this in this game.
No.
And a big child's cry goes out. It wasn't... That's not a mobile phone.
That's a fan from Zhang Jike,
It's not a mobile phone.
The Zhang Jike fan should try to disturb Wang Hao a little.
He's crying at the moment. He may be crying more. Maybe it's a she.
Yeah, maybe.
More likely.
More likely.
Oh, well, whatever. It did the job. So a timeout, unprepared.
Actually, it was a good ball for Wang Hao there. I thought he makes everything correct.
Yeah.
Okay.
Just a little bit off balance. His footwork wasn't great.
Yeah, no. Was trying to play that straight is difficult.
Leveled at 10. Well, it nearly happened again. It was a dynamic piece of defending by Wang Hao, but Zhang Jike puts himself in a great position.
You see again the short service to forehand, the quick backhand change, so he don't get no time there at all.
So, in no time at all, it's all about face, and it's game point. Zhang Jike. Oh, he's missed it. 11-all. There is tension. There's no doubt they would pick up these points normally. But because it's the end of a game, a big game, Ma Long already out of the competition. Real chance for the winner here to take the title. Yeah. And it gets quicker and quicker.
Yeah, it's getting better and better again, yeah. And you see that they're getting more.
But this was your strength too. It was your strength. I really appreciated how quick you were. Unbelievable eye and hand coordination. Wang Hao, second time, game point.
Left.
Zhang Jike got away with that. Absolutely all or nothing, and it worked out for him. Takes a little towel down now. He can really go for broke and make it 14-12, maybe.
He was little luck there.
Yes,
He hits the net, so yeah. You saw Wang Hao went to his forehand instead of to his backhand. He was more afraid that the quick one is coming.
He didn't even apologize.
No. A little, he did.
Oh, did he?
He did, yeah.
Oh, that would have been sensational.
So good balance from Zhang Jike there, yeah.
And I forecast 14-12 to him there at the end of that little
good,
net court.
There you see, it's nice, the balance. And
how do you like the camera coming in from the top of the side, the boom camera? I love that shot when you get really intimate. It's beautiful.
It's perfect to see from that angle also. Yeah.
That's it, 14-12. Zhang Jike has taken the second, so 1-all. He knows how to fight, that is for sure. The Chinese players have come in their big droves this week here in Incheon. They didn't turn up last year, but this year they've made a big mark as ever. When the Chinese come on the World Tour, you know that they're going to be competing at the final stages. Zhang Jike takes that second game. It's 1-all. Wang Hao still fighting. He had his chances, couldn't take it. Now, let's get back to Jørgen Persson, who's with me as the color commentator today. And obviously the crowd really enjoying this. The Chinese flag up there. They'll be going on to probably Shanghai. Are you going on to Shanghai?
Yeah, I'm going.
You are?
Yeah.
Good.
I'm on the Asian tour here. I will make all three here. I will also
Are you going to
continue
Japan
to Japan
oh,
also.
Right,
yeah,
okay.
so
well, that's good news.
It's the preparation for Olympics. Yeah, so
excellent. Well, you know what preparation is all about. And obviously you couldn't come to better than following the Chinese players. Huh?
No, that's perfect, yeah. And also to play against them, it's really important.
Right, 1-all. Wang Hao with the serve.
Last one. Two love.
Some easy mistakes there with forehand, yeah, and then if he starts to miss forehand, it will be difficult for him.
Again, the fact that he had game points and lost them, he just need to get a little bit tighter, a bit more aggressive.
Yeah.
Left.
That's a peculiar service, isn't it? Watching it from this end now. There's a lot of action on the racket.
Yeah, and he can play.
Beauty.
That's a nice block, yeah. It's a good defense.
It's not easy to play,
it's not easy. No, not at all.
Pen holder, easier to play if you shake hands, I guess, but that was unbelievable. Clever. It's 2-1 Zhang Jike with the serve.
Left.
He's also making his service to forehand now, yeah. With this, see if he continues then. Change to backhand, yeah.
2-all.
Good response.
That was a good response, a quick receive, yeah. And then he had less time, yeah. So that's that you're changing the tempo, yeah. Sometimes you play a little slower, but that was a quick receive. That's important. You saw less time.
2-3.
Still, I'm a little surprised. They missed quite a lot with backhand both sides. Yeah?
It's been disappointing as a spectacle. We've seen one or two spectacular shots, but normally we see a lot more accuracy.
Yeah.
3-all.
Well, that said, of course, you keep that impact of the backhand there, or that peculiar Wang Hao backhand. Just the job.
He makes that good. That's a little slow one, and then he changed a quick one to forehand, straight one again.
It's only millimeters difference, isn't it? Millimeters.
The ball is coming, yeah.
Four, three.
A nice serve. He changed it to a long one, yeah.
3-5.
Well, that's two great services. And actually, that's where
there's a lot of rotation in that service. It's not easy. It's coming very quick also. Yeah? Maybe he's thinking it's coming short to 4 on one of these two, but he makes two long ones. Yeah.
Serve is a hugely important part of the game, isn't it? Absolutely vital. I know it's putting it into play, but I mean, there's more to it than that. Sets up the whole rally. He was there. That is very annoying, and Wang Hao has just gone off the pace a little bit here.
Yeah, after the set point there, he was a little unlucky, and then now he's making 3 easy mistakes, actually with 4, huh? Yeah.
Yep.
6-4.
Again, Zhang Jike doesn't have the patience, wants the counter-attack with that backhand.
A little more fishing would be nice there. Yeah. He don't have to be that rush with the backhand. No. He can stay one more time maybe. Yeah,
you would have stayed
I would stay.
More
times. I stayed too many times. That's my problem.
It worked.
Yeah, sometimes it works. It's nice for spectators anyway. Then.
It's brilliant for spectators, let me tell you. Yeah. Big point here.
Wait.
He can't cope with the serve.
No, 3 times he got easy points there. Yeah. And actually with the same service, long to backhand, with this side spin service.
Well, if it works, he'll take in that knowledge and he'll do it again. Wang Hao, will he escape here now? 4-point deficit in the 3rd game. Semi-final of the men's singles here in Korea. Well, he did well because that was a great short serve, wasn't it? Super short.
That we saw in the beginning of the first set. He played his backhand topspin straight and it was point. Yeah, now he went for it again. Yeah, so.
Still quite a big mountain to climb here for Wang Hao.
That's nice. He's very aggressive there after the service. Yeah. And then you see Chang gets less time, yeah. Then it's Wang Hao who makes the pressure. There he's going over it directly. And wide to backhand.
9-6.
You see, it was that 4-point deficit. If he could
maybe he was a little afraid of Wang Hao because he did 3 times long one to backhand. Now he made it short to 4, and so he was a little late in there. Yeah? So I think he was maybe expecting the long one to backhand again, maybe.
Uh,
6-10. It's game point. So after going into the lead, Wang Hao in this semi-final of the Korean Open, he now finds himself facing a 2-1 deficit in games. Still got the serve here, 6-10.
Let.
That's great.
7-10.
Super change of direction, sets it up beautifully, knew what he was trying. Of course, he's got the freedom of knowing that it's all or nothing right here.
Yeah. The backhand straight again, and it makes a point. So got a lot of points on that ball.
Ma Lin plays that one absolutely brilliantly.
Yeah, he's fantastic on that.
11-7 in favour of Zhang Jike, the #2 seed, who is actually top of the seedings right now because the #1 Ma Long has been knocked out in the earlier round. So Zhang Jike taking a 2-1 lead, and Wang Hao not being able to cope with his service in that particular game. Okay, let's quickly talk about rubber. Let's talk rubber. What about pimples and rubber and stuff like that everybody has a particular perspective on, and is actually it's the most individual thing in the whole, and yet general fans know nothing about it. Tell us about it.
No, but rubbers, I mean, I mean, all top players, we are playing with maximum. Yeah, you try to be on the limit always around 4 millimeters because you want to have as much speed as possible. Yeah, And then pimples out, you don't see so often today. And if you look the world ranking, you don't have so many players playing with pimples. We have some defense players, of course, using Hyk and Chen Wei Sing and like this, yeah. But it's more this normal rubber. As I mean, you have
because of the attacking
table tennis today. You see from both sides have developed a lot. I mean, all players are attacking with topspin on backhand and forehand.
Fourth game.
One love.
Wang Hao starts with disappointment.
Love to.
Zhang Jike has just got that little bit extra at the moment. Wang Hao
now he plays
struggling.
great, yeah. Little. Now it's he who makes the pressure on Wang Hao, yeah. So he makes little too easy mistakes also, Wang, at the moment.
Oh, yeah.
Wonderful.
Bit of a wind up there, a bit of a windmill action on the ball, but it works beautifully. Good action. There you go.
Yeah. Very quick to change. He stands up with backhand, but then he changes very quick to make powerful forehand.
3-1.
At this level, a lot of it is mental, isn't it? Huge amount is psychological and mental. And they've all got the shots, they've all got the range, they've all got to make the options, obviously, at millisecond kind of perspectives. But it's all in the brain, isn't it?
Yeah, it's a lot.
The question, though, the reason I'm saying that is Wang Hao against Ma Lin in that 2008 final in the Olympics was something quite special. Ma Lin was absolutely terrific. Never won a world championship.
No, that's right. Yeah.
But he managed to take it. That what emotion.
Yeah.
That would have had a psychological effect and scar, I think, on Wang Hao.
Yeah, I think.
In the long term.
Yeah, but also because he lost. That was his second final.
Yeah.
He lost.
Lost in Athens.
And
And that's what I'm saying. That when push comes to shove, Wang Hao sometimes, although he's so dominant, if anybody can challenge him or get a little close, he sometimes gets a little bit too aggressive, tries too hard, and there is a balance, isn't there?
Yeah, that's a balance, and of course it was missing him Olympic title in single. He have the World Championship title, so of course that's I'm myself in that position. I don't have a Olympic, so of course
but you will this year.
Yeah, I hope.
It's coming.
Yeah,
I've actually. I've had a chat to all those guys in London. It's going to happen.
Okay, that sounds nice.
Who do you want to play in the final?
Would
you like to play Zhang Jike or Wang Hao? Or Ma Long? Who else?
Wang Hao would be nice.
Wang Hao, that's good. We'll look forward to that.
Because I lost him in Beijing.
Okay.
Now it's 4-4. Yeah.
Revenge is close.
4-5.
It would be good to see this one go down to the wire, to take the 7th game. That will be really something. We've had lots of excitement this week. It's been great having the Chinese players here, and of course the Japanese and the Koreans have contributed hugely to the entertainment. It's 4-5.
5-4.
Yeah. Still some easy backhand mistakes from Wang Hao. He have not the patience to go in backhand.
From this distance, it's easy to say. When you're close up, personal, it's so hard.
Yeah, you get little stress. I mean, I had the same feeling yesterday. You get so little time. Yeah, that's why.
And you don't know quite what is different from the shot before.
No, there's always some topspin in the ball. Yeah, and sometimes it's a little more, and sometimes it's a little less. Yeah, so you must.
Wang Hao has to serve at 5-6.
7-5.
Looking good for Zhang Jike. He's got his tail up at the moment. He's smiling about things. Wang Hao having to really think his way through this.
He looks not that confident now.
No. Started well enough, but of course. We have a look through the world rankings. The top 5 in the men, all from China.
Yeah.
Wang Hao at number 3, Zhang Jike at number 2. So you expect it to be close.
8-5.
He didn't feel comfortable about that. He's looking up and maybe blaming the lights or the wind or maybe the baby crying again in his
maybe,
ears.
yeah. That was a tactically there from Zhang Jike with the baby.
That is an unusual shot.
Yeah, that's
He normally
totally.
would eat those. Ah, there he goes.
Yeah.
Left.
The net has really been the undoing of Wang Hao at the moment.
Yeah. Chang played a good back. It was not a quick one. He made it with a lot of spin this time, yeah. So he changed the tempo to his backhand.
That sums up Wang Hao's second and third games. He just has not been confident enough. He didn't need the power, he needed the placement here. That was a great shot.
Good. Yeah, but that one is not that bad.
Just shows he's anxious. Needs to kill early. 5-10. It's 5 game points in favour of Zhang Jike.
10-6.
That's a nice flick. That's a nice flick with a straight. Yeah,
but wouldn't this be a good game to win? Right now, from this extraordinary difficult position. That would destroy Chang, but it doesn't look like that at the moment because Wang is really struggling at the moment. And he looks very confident suddenly, Chang. Not a pimple in sight.
No.
That's it, 11-6. It's 3-1 in games in favour of Zhang Jike. And the Chinese, although we expected them to be the top of the milk right here in Incheon, they are definitely showing us a very, very impressive performance all round. The top 5 players in the world are Chinese. We've got 4 of them right here. Well, actually, Ma Long has disappeared at the expense of the Korean Lee Sang-soo. But we've still got Su Sin to follow against Katsuhiro Chan. That will be coming right after this, and then we'll have all the finals for you later.
He's tired.
I'm not sure how tired he is. And there's Katsuhiro Chan on the left of screen there, just in front of the Chinese flag, which is a little bit ironic, really.
Yeah, that's really. Yeah, it's only Koreans there. But I must say also, when you said the tournament, it was have been a really nice tournament to play because a lot of spectators here. Yeah?
Fabulous, and they've been so strong in support. They love you. Let me tell you. All you've got to do is a little wave, and you are royalty here. You know that, right?
Yeah, that's always nice. But it's has been fun to play here also because they know table tennis here. So.
Absolutely. Okay, this could be the crunch time for Wang Hao. Well, he went for broke, but Zhang Jike would not submit.
He's very aggressive now, Chang. Yeah. He's powerful. Good footwork also. He's moving so good.
Very impressive.
That was the spin again. Slow one to backhand, so gives him an easy point.
Yeah, I was in Rotterdam for the singles that he won. He's actually defending world champion, isn't he, Zhang Jike?
Yeah, that's right, yeah. It's 20 years between our championships.
20 years.
Oh.
And you were leading 2-1. It should have been a best of 3. You'd have been all right with that, you see.
That would be all right, yeah. But look, this ball. Quick one and so quick and so nice. You see he's in front now. He have confidence.
That's exactly how he played against you, actually.
Yeah, after he came in front, it's difficult, yeah.
1-4.
Yeah,
because
you
you get the pressure also. I mean, he's playing so powerfully, so you get less and less time. Yeah, and of course you make these easier mistakes here because you feel you must do something.
Yeah, he's lost his accuracy, and that's one of his strengths, of course.
Yeah.
4-2.
Now he's going for it. Yes, you see he's in confidence. Yes.
Well, he's got a 3-1. He can actually give up a game or 2 and still be there. Well,
see if we have some new tactic things now, Wang. Yeah, but
What do you think? What would you actually recommend? Yeah, you're now Wang Hao's coach.
Yeah, I would wait. It's can soon be time for the timeout. Yeah, he didn't use that one, not yet. Yeah,
okay.
So
4-3.
but he has to try to play more aggressive and play this backhand straight, what he did in the beginning of the set. Yeah, but okay, he had been doing some easy forehand mistakes, and that's not so easy as a coach to say to put it on the table. But
no.
Mainly it's to trust your game. I mean,
Yes.
when you are so far in a tournament, you're in a good shape. I mean, so normally you must trust your game and go for it still. Yeah, you as long as you just start to think too much, it's not good. I mean.
Left.
It's not so much strategy; it's more execution.
Yeah, no, I
Left.
don't.
Stop.
Left. And sometimes, I mean, he have been playing okay tactically, but he make the easy mistakes. Yeah, so then it's not.
4-5.
Well, if we can see the mistakes, it must be magnified from his perspective, even more so. That's the problem.
Yeah.
And you get down on yourself, and
A little, you start to think
doubt.
too much. Doubt. Yeah, that's the key word. Yeah.
6-4.
Zhang Jike is very defiant. He's good in defense as well as attack.
Yeah, good answer down that forehand spin directly. Yeah, so nice. He takes the ball very early, yeah, and uses the speed from Wang Hao.
That's an interesting point. That's what you do. You use the opposition speed.
Yeah,
6-5.
with a shorter movement. So it's really important sometimes because the ball is coming so quick, so you cannot make it too powerful.
I noticed that, particularly on the backhand side. That's what you love to do.
Yeah. You use the speed.
You block it with a little bit of extra top, and then it
because you use the speed of the opponent.
Fascinating.
Yeah.
Did I say he was defending? He loves to attack as well, that's for sure. It's such a different game now to 25 years ago, isn't it? My goodness.
Yeah, it's...
I mean, in terms of the pace, the power, you talk about the fitness levels and so on. And
yeah, everything is more powerful, yeah.
But it's spectacular to watch. I mean, in terms of TV coverage, it's brilliant. I love it.
Yeah, it's with these camera angles and everything, it's so nice. You can really see the spin sometimes also when they get close. Yeah, so it's really nice to watch.
On mobile phone and computer now, and we're spoiled.
Yeah,
ITTV.
But we almost told for all these new things.
It's nice to think your voice is going around the world, though, Jorgen. Love it.
7-all.
Yeah. We love it. It's a fight back by Wang Hao. He's lined up 7-all here in the fifth, and I tell you, it's not before time. He's got to get accurate. He's got to be aggressive.
Yeah, he has to go for it all.
At the moment, he's not putting real pressure on Zhang Jike.
That's perfect. Good receive, and then the straight backhand again.
Super.
Yeah.
First time he's been in the lead since the first game.
Yeah, and they set ball in the second.
Oh, a set ball, yeah, of course.
Ball,
Yeah.
yeah.
So, of course. Yeah.
9-7.
Little luck, but he played powerful. He needs little luck at the moment.
It's a nothing shot. That's what disappoints him.
Yeah. At that point, 9-7, a really good ball for him. And now the timeout is coming.
Yeah. That's a good call.
That's a good call, yeah. Because he's in front also. I mean, So it was an after easy mistake also. Yeah. It's perfect to calm down a little.
10-7, he wouldn't have called it. He would have gone tried to get the game through and then used it at the end of the next one maybe. But Wang Hao is being stretched at the moment. Started out so well and confidently. Zhang Jike has now got into his stride. And both his defense and attack working beautifully. The backdrop there sums it up beautifully. We've got the GAC cars and we've got the KRA horses there.
Yeah, there's some horsepower there.
Yeah, definitely some horsepower. Oh, I love it. Oh, man, you should be signed up by the advertising agency. I'm with Jorgen Persson. It's a great thrill to be with him. One of my great heroes in the sport for so many years. The 2008 version of the semi-final, which he lost out so close. It was a great privilege to witness it and get very excited by it. But he's here with us now. He's got his 7th Olympic Games coming up in 2 months. And who knows, we might see him at the final stages. He's already told me he's going to play Wang Hao in the final, so that's good. Yeah. Great prediction there. Don't bet on it, though, huh?
No, I don't bet on it.
He had a golden opportunity.
That was rushed from him, yeah. It was... After timeout, you should put that on the table. You should calm down there, but he was really aggressive.
Well, he couldn't believe it was on a plate.
Okay, it bounced quite. Yeah, that's. Yeah, you see on his body language also. Yeah. It was not.
An ouch moment for Wang Hao. An optimistic opportunity here for Zhang Jike. 9-all. He can seal the final place with 2 more points. Oh, and that's into the body, into that left pocket. Very difficult for the pen holder to get round it.
Yeah, clever play there. But it was a poor receive from Wang Hao. He was very...
It's match point. Zhang Jike. Nice. You can tell what the crowd, there was immediately a big ooh and ah, and immediately responded. They want Wang Hao to take this match further. He could, even yet. He's got the serve at 10-all. Oh, enough of that, says Zhang Jike. We haven't seen much of that variation of angle here. Straight into forehand, now the backhand.
Yeah, the quick backhand, wide to Wang's backhand. Yeah, and you don't get any time at all.
No time. Second match point. Wang Hao looking concerned. Under pressure. Zhang Jike, the reigning world champion, with the serve.
Oh, he went for it, yeah.
Well, it worked for him when he went for it the last point. This time it's leveled at 11-all. Wang Hao still getting a little reprieve. He's loosened the noose around his neck a little. Only a little. Yay! That is a Wang Hao special. That's
fantastic.
What the crowd loved.
Yeah, there you saw his backhand there. We have been missing it. He made some easy mistakes there, but there you see this one. Oh, it's fantastic.
It's a piece of poetry. We've seen it twice now. That at the mostly important time in the match. Game point, Wang Hao. Oh! He went from an impossible position below the height of the table. It was an extraordinary rally. Wang Hao determined to keep the pressure on. He couldn't quite do it there, but what a save.
It's perfect. Yeah, it's nice.
What a save.
This is good. It's so close also. Oh, he went for it. Yep.
Below the height of the table. How do you do that, man? I mean, a lot of heavy top on that. But, wow. Extraordinary. But it showed confidence. We haven't seen that.
No.
12-all.
Oh, yeah. It shows confidence. It shows confidence. It makes a long one there.
Yeah. He's prepared to give it a go. That's really encouraging to see. Wang Hao will not go out of this without a fight.
No, that was really a surprise that he made a long one at that time.
Zhang Jike won't go away. He's like an annoying mosquito, isn't he? He just keeps buzzing around your ears. And Wang Hao can't actually squash him.
But there was the opportunity, actually. It was this forehand again. Yeah, it went.
Lucky for one of these players now. 13. Oh, dear, oh dear. What happened there? He just took his eye off it. Didn't touch the net.
No, he didn't. He missed the ball totally. Yeah.
Well, that just shows a little bit of pressure. 13-14, third game point. Wang Hao. He's got it. He has got it. Wow, that is a great, great achievement for Wang Hao. We thought he was dead and buried. His confidence hasn't been there, and suddenly we saw it return. And then suddenly he's back in the match. It's 3-2 still to Zhang Jike, but Wang Hao is certainly back in this one.
Yeah, certainly. You saw he made some really good things now in this game, yeah. And he showed also confidence. He went for it, yeah. And Zhang Jike did. We saw first time in the last games he didn't do these easy mistakes, but he actually went. One forehand flick was little, not 100% concentration now with the one match ball, yeah. So it was deserved that he won the game, Wang Hao.
Definitely. Okay, you getting a taste for this commentary business? I mean, after the Olympics?
After Olympics, maybe, but at the moment I'm so focused on Olympics, yeah. So we will see. It's maybe not the last time we work together.
I tell you what, it's a huge thrill, and I love the idea of one of the great players of all time sitting next to me. It's fantastic. He's definitely changed his approach.
Yeah, now he's aggressive again, and he tries to take him short balls and long, quick cuts also. Yeah. But
Wang Hao 4-3, 11-9 in the last.
It's not a bad guess.
You can have fun. Yeah. I have to tell you.
That's a quick answer again, yeah, with his forehand. Yeah.
I have to tell you, I've never won a bet.
No, okay. It was a long time since I won a bet also, actually.
Yeah, good work.
Backhand is coming now slowly. It feels a little more safe at the moment. Yeah. Don't make that easy mistakes with backhand, Wang Hao.
You win a pressure game like that, suddenly your optimism is there.
Yeah, it comes back.
Tends to struggle just a little bit more on the forehand side than the backhand. The backhand is obviously a natural shot that he's developed, and it's very much a strength of the pen holder. Yeah, missed it again. Tried to block it.
He tried to block it this time straight, yeah, but actually was right thinking, yeah, because he made a slow topspin. It's not so easy to contra spin that, to make a contra there, but missed it.
Three in a row, and that could be costly for Wang Hao after all the excitement of the previous game. Just dropped back off the pace a little bit after taking the lead.
But Zhang is very confident. Still he lost to that with 2 match balls, yeah, and he still looks very calm. I mean, he don't rush up, and he still believes in his game.
Definitely.
There, this wide backhand, wide and very quick, yeah. He makes that so nice.
Again, he turned defense into attack. It was a great counter attack, wasn't it? Look at that.
Yeah, and it takes it so quick, yeah, and short movement, yeah. So.
Yeah, well, the crowd also know that 4-point gap is just going to be so tough to recover.
Little surprised that he makes this easy after winning that set. Yeah, you thought that okay, I'm back now, but some easy mistakes there, and it's directly 6-2.
And the forehand lets him down. The transition from the backhand to the forehand, he's not finding easy at the moment, and those errors are very costly for Wang Hao.
He's not happy at all. I see his body language. He's not used to make so many forehand mistakes.
Again, I look at his feet placement, and he certainly wasn't in great shape to play. Everything comes from the feet and the legs.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah. And he's not moving that perfectly there. That's
Zhang Jike certainly is. He's got a lot more balletic movement. It's sweet. Watch his light movement there is beautiful. Wow. His confidence is sky high. He's prepared to take on the big shots, and there it is, the result. It's 2-9, and Zhang Jike going to absolutely steamroller this one. Just to let you know I'm still here.
Yeah, but I think it's a little too late.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, so...
Unless we do talk about the most sensational fight back ever, which could happen. I always very optimistic. It's entertainment.
Yeah, that's right. It's fun.
Whoa, not like that though.
No. A little on the edge here, kicks we say it. He hit the edge, but so quick it's coming.
Fantastic. It was an apology there, but he's now got match point. This for a place in the final. Zhang Jike, he's missed it.
The flick again, yeah. Could be the turnover.
And that's it. It's 11-4 in the sixth game. Wang Hao has succumbed to the world champion Zhang Jike. He was second in the seedings here in Korea, but eventually comes out on top. And now that Ma Long has been eliminated, the favourite for the title will definitely be Zhang Jike. The crowd show their appreciation and approval of some really brilliant performances here. We didn't get it absolutely according to script in the first game or so, but then it started settling down, and the quality and the consistency, I think you should say, of Zhang Jike came through so strongly in the end. He's a man that you played against. You had a 2-1 lead in that quarter-final. And I have to say, I was very impressed with you there. I didn't see a lot more of Zhang Jike in that victory over Wang Hao. So, in summing up, Jörgen Persson, who is actually going to be at the Olympic Games representing Sweden, what do you feel about your chances of actually getting through to these latter stages and challenging these Chinese players?
Yeah, it feels good. I mean, I got a good answer yesterday when I played the game, and especially you feel that you're in the games. Yeah, I can with the pace and everything. Yeah, so that's a good answer. Now it's I don't know if it's 60 or 70 days left or something. Yeah, but you need to play these matches against the best players. Yeah, so it's really important. And of course now this tournament is finished and you're continuing to China, and a good effort there also. Yeah, and hopefully I will play even better there, I hope, yeah.
The draw's not been made yet, of course. That comes in on Tuesday, I think.
Yeah, on Tuesday, that's right, yeah. So,
we've got some replays here, but I mean, essentially, Zhang Jike's strength is obviously he's got great defence, but his attack and his footwork, that's the key, I think, to this player.
Yeah, he's really strong, yeah. And I mean, also he can play all shots, yeah. Especially, and his movement, he's moving so nice, yeah. You don't get any easy points. You saw now he lost that set with match balls, yeah, but he kept his calm.